It honestly made me feel like I could be the president because I could state my points. Yeah, because
You can be the president, though. You can be the president.
I know 6-year-olds that are more mature than that.
COVID-19 is a massive issue this election, with both President Donald Trump and Vice President Joe Biden. It was a big part of the first presidential debate, and many parents quickly realized they had a lot of explaining to do to their kids.
Here's the deal. Sanders. Everything he's saying so far is simply a lie.
Joe, you're the liar. Graduated last in your class.
Folks, do you have any idea what this clown's doing? Will you shut up, man?
Listen.
It's hard to get any word in with this clown. You're the worst president America has ever had.
Are you guys excited? Yes. I said, are you guys excited?
Yes!
Emma, how would you describe how each candidate acted during the debate?
They acted like children, like literal children that were doing a class debate, but it's really just bickering over each other and not letting each other speak.
Oh, that's such a good point. Miguel, how would you describe how each candidate acted during the debate?
Like Emma, I'm also gonna say they acted like children because just like a 5-year-old, like a 3-year-old, they were just shouting at each other. They wouldn't let each other talk. Like, it's like, the spotlight's mine. No, it's mine, mine, mine.
Honestly, the debate feels like a reality show. It honestly made me feel like I could be the president because I could state my points. Yeah, because
You can be the president, though. You can be the president.
Yeah, because I could state my points more clearly and more maturely than the presidential candidates did.
I know 6-year-olds that are more mature than that.
Yeah, they were interrupting each other and making rude comments, which is not mature at all.
It was chaos.
And Zoom calls can be quite chaotic, but even you guys aren't even stepping over each other in a Zoom call. I'm gonna ask you, Zoriel, what would happen if you ever spoke to your parents in the way that the candidates just spoke to each other?
Well, fortunately, I will never find out because my parents have always taught me to be respectful and responsible for my own actions. And I have 2 younger sisters, so I have to set a good example. And if I do something good, they'll do something good. But if I do something bad, they'll do something bad. And that won't be good at all.
I love that you know that and that it's important to you to be an example, which leads me to a question that I want to kind of give to all of you guys. I guess we can start with Delaney. What qualities do you look for in a leader?
I definitely look for honesty, someone who's honest about the issues that are affecting us at this time. Someone who's kind, who cares about our country, and someone who cares about the issues that I care about, such as like global warming, equal rights, and finding a cure for COVID.
I would look in a leader for being, brave, and I think they were both being super disrespectful to each other, and I think it's a little bit disappointing to me because one of those people are gonna be our president for the next 4 years. They weren't really showing responsibility for being president in the debate.
Yeah, after watching that, it's kind of scary to know that one of those 2 men are gonna lead you.
This is the hard part, guys, when you do get of age, is accepting that you're not gonna love everything one person says. There's always gonna be some things you agree with and some things you don't. The hard part is making the choice of what you can live with and what you can't. I want to bring in a child, adolescent, and family psychologist, Dr. Jennifer Hartstein. Dr. Jen, when you hear Ian use the words rude, disrespectful, mean, what does that tell you?
It tells us that the kids are listening, right? I mean, we instill in these great kids. I've been listening to this conversation and everybody's giving so much great feedback and input, and we're teaching them to be respectful. And then we have leaders who are not as respectful and who are not showing those same qualities we want to kind of embolden in the children in our lives. So we need to start to think about what messages do we need to counteract as adults in the lives of these kids, because some of the leadership qualities that they're observing aren't really what we want them to grow into.
How can parents, you think, objectively discuss the leadership in our country?
We kind of had this master class for a lot of the adults of what not to do, right? Of how to build towards, how do we have healthy conversations without being disrespectful and stepping on one another's toes? Or how do we engage with one another in a healthy dialogue instead of kind of bullying and anger?
So our goal is to create a safe space to hear from some kids to find out what's been on their minds and how they're dealing with the new normal. What word would you use to describe the new normal of virtual learning, wearing masks, social distancing, you know, just the world today. So I'm gonna go around the room. I'm gonna ask Emma first.
So I think a word to describe everything that's going on right now is disconnected, because everything like social distancing and wearing a mask and having to use technology instead of actually meeting up with people feels very disconnected, because you're not able to do things the way that we were doing before.
Thank you so much, Emma. I totally agree with you. I feel the same kind of way. It's been very hard trying to be safe, but not being able to see the people I love. It definitely is disconnecting. What about you, Ian?
Well, my word would probably be abnormal, because I'm always used to seeing my friends' faces. And also, I'm moving into middle school, so it's kind of weird seeing new people and not being able to see their whole face.
It's crazy. What about you, Miguel?
My word is necessary, because in this new normal, the only way to stay from getting sick is to wear a face mask, stay distance learning if anyone in your family has special things. So yeah, my word's necessary.
I love that. It's totally a different perspective. Kind of made me feel a little bit positive when you put it like that, because it's like, yeah, it's a new normal and it's uncomfortable, but guess what? It's necessary, so I'm gonna get through it. I love that attitude. And you, Zoriel?
My word would have to be hullabaloo, because we're all in a confusion, you know, like you said, it is a new normal, so we're not all the same.
Now say that word again.
Hullabaloo.
Hullabaloo. Woo, yeah, it's definitely hullabaloo, Zoriel. How would you explain the new normal, Rory?
I think I would use the word unique, because 2020 is a very unique and different year, and I think that I and many other people will probably never forget it.
Yes, I love it, I love it. And where's Delaney?
I would probably say my word would be weird, because it's definitely weird not being able to be close to people and having to wear masks whenever you go out.
You said it, girl. Well, I want to thank so much Dr. Jen Hartstein for being here. Emma, Ian, Zoriel, Miguel, Delaney, and Rory. I appreciate you guys. You are the future.